And we welcome you back here, ladies and gentlemen, on GSN Sports and Talk on YouTube. We are live from Bethany, Oklahoma, getting ready for the varsity games tonight. It's the Broncos versus the Boomers back here on the home floor. Luke Young, John Hickman with you here on the call. We're getting ready for some great matches this week. But first, we're not even done with the JV men's game. They're not even having halftime yet.
Honestly, we're kind of already done, Luke. If you look at the scoreboard, our Broncos are up 77-30 upon the Boomers. Okay, Boomer.
Well, it's been an unfortunate night for the JV Woodward teams. The girls kind of got demolished as much as the men's have right now. But we'll see how the varsity fares.
That was a little closer, the girls' game. But, yes, a big victory by our Lady Broncos on the JV. A lot of them scored. There was a bucket by Izzy Hickman. I don't know if anyone saw that, but she had a good bucket in the game. Very well played game from our Broncos. Hopefully we continued on to the varsity level.
Absolutely. So this matchup we're going to preview for you here a little bit. Obviously, you just mentioned Broncos versus the Boomers. Bethany this season is sitting at 4-1 after that Duncan tournament, the Southern Oklahoma Invitational. Woodward is 1-4. They have not found that early season success that they've been hunting. And if these JV games are anything to go by, it might be a long night for the Boomers.
Well, we hope so. I mean, we had a long week last week, played in Kingfisher, had a road game, and then you go to Duncan for the tournament. Both the boys and girls made that trip Thursday, Friday, Saturday, played 3 tough games. Technically, first 2 maybe not as tough, but both made it into the championship game at the Southern Oklahoma Invitational. The boys came from behind, 1 in overtime. Girls came from behind, 1 in regulation. So that was all Saturday. You get a day of rest. You get school. You got finals going on. And here we are Tuesday, have a game Thursday and Friday. So a lot going on for these Broncos.
2 of these at home. It is tonight and Thursday. Friday is on the road at Harding Charter. And those game times, by the way, have been moved up in the day officially. Women's will now start at, I believe, 3:30, and men's will start at 5, so everybody can be out there in time for the OU playoff game.
Well, that's true. And finals should be over by then for these student athletes as well, which is good. But, Luke, guess what? I'm getting to go to the OU Alabama game.
Hey.
I hate to say that now, but I'm going to be missing Friday's games, even though the earlier start. I'm going to be in Norman.
Catch a couple interviews for us, huh?
Yeah, we'll do some live. Well, I need to get my press pass, get down on the field. That would be pretty cool. And we'll stop Mateer as he's warming up and do that a brief interview.
Hey, I'm expecting it now that we brought it up. Okay, I'm expecting it.
Yeah, make sure you stay tuned in for that.
We got about 10 minutes here till tip in the varsity women's game. The JV men's just ended. Obviously, it was a victory for this JV squad over Woodward's varsity. If you're watching on GSN Sports and Talk, our YouTube channel, you can see the video for this game. We want to thank you for tuning in. If you are watching online on the gospel station, sportsandtalk.com, of course, we want to thank you there as well, but you should tune into the YouTube because we can do this. We can pull up the women's varsity leaderboard and get you a look at some of the records from around the class.
Yeah, they'll pull up that leaderboard here in just a second. Pretty cool. Having the leaderboard there on camera for us or on the screen.
Absolutely. I'm keeping up with OSSAA rankings constantly, looking for updates to those leaderboards. And as we look at it right now, Douglas sits atop, or excuse me, this is men's. I'm supposed to be on women's right now. Hold on, my bad. Lincoln Christian sits atop the women's leaderboard in week 2. By the way, these rankings are of yesterday, the 15th. So Lincoln Christian is 5-0 with 900 points. Locust Grove is 5-0 with 812 points. Lincoln Christian got 46 votes. Locust Grove got none. It's kind of a blend of all the different voting styles. You've got votes for first, you've got record, and then you've got class points. And right now, Lincoln Christian sitting atop. You'll see Douglas.
What has Lincoln Christian got in the water over there? I mean, they've got some athletes in that school, don't they?
They do. They're pretty highly ranked on both women's and men's, I believe. But we'll look at the men's later. You'll see Douglas up there in the top 3. Broken Bow is number 4. Kingfisher, who we saw earlier this season, number 5. Bethany currently sits at number 8 in the class, just above the middle of the pack with our 4-1 record and 595 points. We sit behind McLeod and above Chickasha, who we will most likely be facing before too long.
I think that's exciting, Luke, for our Lady Broncos specifically because we didn't know what this team would look like coming into the season, losing some stellar players, D1 athletes off of some back-to-back state championship teams. Last year, obviously, didn't win the state championship, but had prior to that had won back-to-back. Still made it to state last year. Did really well. And then this year was kind of like, what's this team going to look like? How's it going to go? And it's turned out to be a pretty good season thus far. Even though they have the loss against Kingfisher, the team is gelling, coming together well. And again, as we mentioned, they won the Southern Oklahoma Invitational Tournament in overtime not in overtime, but against Elgin. We're getting fist bumps from the refs. There's all these things going on. If you had ADD, you're going to struggle down here. But I'm getting it together.
Well, we mentioned that Woodward is currently 1-4 to start the season. They are unranked on that leaderboard, trying to fight their way in right before the Christmas break. So after this week, there are no more games until January. We are officially on winter break. Everybody's going their separate ways.
Yeah, that'll be good for the athletes. I'm sure they'll find some times to have some voluntary type practices where they get together and keep the chemistry going. But a lot of games to start this season, a well-deserved break, kind of spend time with the families. Christmas always a good time too. We wish you all a Merry Christmas here from the Gospel Station. And they'll come back ready to go, I'm sure. But a lot of games up front. In fact, Coach Saylor talked about getting in more games this season than usual. And so the student athletes have been very active.
Absolutely. He talked a lot about heading against Class 4A schools, traveling out, meeting all these class opponents, really trying to earn that vote, earn those points. We're going to go to break here on this pregame show. We'll be back in a few minutes as we get ready for tip-off. It's the Bethany Bronchos and the Woodward Boomers meeting up here in Bethany, Oklahoma.
Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's does. Come by Zaxby's Chicken Fingers and Buffalo Wings at 5859 Northwest Expressway and find out why Zaxby's is Oklahoma's go-to for great chicken meals. Zaxby's has the chicken fingers, the sandwiches, the wings, and the sauce that will leave your mouth watering. Now with the all-new lemon pepper line of meals. Late Night Zax introduces the Zappetizer Trio and keeps the drive-thru open after 8 p.m. So use the Zaxby's app to earn rewards and remember that Zaxby's will cater your event. Head to 5859 Northwest Expressway or call 405-603-8190 to make your Zaxby's order now. 405-603-8190. Zaxby's.
All right, welcome back to Bethany High School. We're here for the Lady Broncos, and the Woodward Boomers have made the trip here to come to take on our Broncos. John Hickman, Luke Young, live again from the home of the Broncos. We're in Bethany High School in Bethany's gym. So another home game to start this season for our Broncos. Most of the games, at least non-tournament games, have been here. Only one road trip thus far with Kingfisher. We did go on the road, as we mentioned, to Duncan to play three teams. Of course, as we mentioned, they won the tournament against Elgin Saturday. Now we're back here at home. Luke mentioned Woodward comes in struggling a little bit this season. Woodward has a history of being such a strong program, but this year they've gotten off to a little bit of a rocky start. Our Lady Broncos only have one loss, that at Kingfisher, which Kingfisher's a really good team. They played well in that game, just couldn't quite pull it off. So they're excited to get back here in front of the home crowd and get it going. So we're excited to get to tip here. We're probably 5 minutes or so away from getting the starting lineups and the national anthem, but you're listening to the GospelStation.com Sports and Talk. Hopefully you're on YouTube as well. You can watch the game. You don't have to just listen to us. You can watch it. So if you're audio streaming us, go to YouTube if you have the capability. Search GSN Sports and Talk, and we'll pop up. And then help get the word out, because there's family, there's friends that aren't able to make it to the game tonight, and they would love to watch it. So please do that for us.
Absolutely. And if you were watching on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk Facebook page earlier today, we talked a little bit about this game. I was over at Integrity Heat and Air back on Northwest 80th Street here in the city doing a sports show with them. And we talked a little bit about this upcoming matchup. But I bring that up because one of the things we do here is all of these different, businesses and partners we work with. If you mention that you heard about them on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk, you might find yourself getting a nice little discount, a nice little gift, something like that. So it is worth going by and mentioning that to all the people around here that we work with, because I promise you they'll take care of you if you do mention it. But with about 4 minutes left in this pregame show, I guess I'll call it a pregame show. We're seeing Bethany out here to warm up. Woodward not out here quite yet, but we do have the rosters for each of them, so I'm going to go through it a little bit. You'll see a bunch of underclassmen on the Woodward Boomers roster this year. That is something about this squad. They're extremely young with a relatively new coach as well. There is one senior on their lineup, and that is number 23, Rhythm Boswell, the 5'8" forward. There are two juniors on this lineup, and one of them, I believe, may not be here tonight. It looks like we've got an interview coming by.
Oh, hey, I'm back. All right, everybody, we're joined by a special guest, Coach Brenningstool, a longtime veteran of our Lady Broncos basketball shows and games. In fact, this year, we're on camera. So if you turn and look back that way up at the purple booth, hey, you're waving. The camera loves you. You are on TV right now. How about that? All right, Coach. So busy week last week, go on the road to Kingfisher. And then we have the tournament, and Duncan get the victory, the championship, which was awesome against Elgin. Tonight, back at it at home. What are you sensing from the team in preparation for tonight?
I think we're ready. Yesterday Sunday we took off. Yesterday we had a practice, just kind of running through plays, getting some shots up. Obviously, we're a little tired after those 3 days. But like we said, just rest, recover, bounce back tonight. I gave him a goal after that Kingfisher game. I said, let's go into break winning these 6. So we're halfway there. We got 3 this week. So, but I think we're feeling pretty confident tonight.
No rest for the weary, really. You, as you mentioned, there's 6 games. I mean, you got this one, and then you've got Thursday and Friday, and then they're in finals and all this stuff going on. Do you sense like is fatigue or tired or even mentally or physically, could that come into play tonight?
Obviously there's always that possibility. But we tell them when you're out there, always give it 100%. We're not going to be mad if you're asking for a sub. We know you've had a long week. And that means you're giving 100% out there. So, we might see it here and there, but overall, I think we're ready.
Well, we lost a couple of big-time players from last year's team coming in. We kind of had a lot of question marks. What has been answered for you about this Lady Broncos team?
I think obviously Cam Regier has stepped up in a big way. Last year, with her being new, we had Katen still, who was a big scorer for us. But I told her this summer coming in, I said, you're going to play a big role for us. You're going to have to do a lot of the scoring. And so far, I think she's stepped up. Our seniors are doing a good job of leading us vocally and out on the court. But yeah, I think Cam has been a big role for us this year.
Does it help any knowing that they have this long break coming up after this week, that they get to take that time off?
Yes. And not only physically, but I think just us being around each other too. Basketball is a long season. That tournament, we were together, long days. So I think everyone's ready for a physical break, kind of a mental break. And then we're right back at it first week of January.
Well, Coach, you killed it. You did so good.
Thank
we know
you.
you want to get to the team. So thank you so much for joining us. That was Coach Brenningstool, assistant coach of the Lady Broncos.
Thank
Again,
you.
appreciate it, Coach. Thank you. All right, look, hey, we heard it from one of the top right there, one of the bosses.
Absolutely, man. I'm excited for this week of games. She's got me pumped up, ready for these next 3 we're playing. Well, we got just over 30 seconds. We're about to do National Anthem and meet the roster. So keep it here on GSN Sports and Talk. While we're in National Anthem, we will send it to commercial break.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our 3rd Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods.
Learn about nursing and long-term care at CNA Training Academy, 7463 Northwest 23rd Street. Mary Chukwuma offers affordable, useful, and flexible classes every day that will teach you the foundations of medical care. Mary Chukwuma has been teaching her class for 18 years and is eager to teach you. Understand vital signs, train for and be hired as a PCA, and learn about caring for patients in nursing homes, hospitals, assisted living situations, and more at CNA Training Academy. Call 405-315-1357 and ask about financial qualifications. CNA Training Academy is open to all ages and has classes on the weekend and in the evenings as well. Call CNA now, 405-315. All right, so we bring it back right here. We are meeting the roster of the Boomers right here. Getting a chance to get them out.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Coach Taylor switches up the starting lineup for our Lady Broncos. It has been Regier, Calderon, McNutt, Lynn, and Harris, and we'll see if he sticks with that or kind of maybe throws a little kink in it.
All right, meeting the roster for the Broncos. Cam Regier set to be the first starter announced.
Having a fantastic season, was the tournament MVP.
McKenna Calderon, the next starter announced.
Oh, Maddie McNutt as well.
3-point legend.
That's right. Another 3-point shooter for us. Oh, Reese Harris.
All tournament team along with McNutt. Allie Lynn.
So same starting lineup. He's going to keep it consistent. I think he's kind of settled on this 5 moving forward. And hey, how could you blame him? They've been playing really well this season.
All right, so 8 minutes on the clock. Ready to go here in Bethany, Oklahoma. The Broncos and the Boomers in a Class 4A matchup. Right before Christmas break, the Broncos trying to do that 6-0. The Boomers trying to play a little bit of spoiler.
You know, we're at the scores table. You can maybe see us across from the camera. The refs like to fist bump us. You kind of like that? It's kind of a fun little sportsmanship thing. They don't know we're about to rip them.
You are about to rip them. I don't know about me.
No, I'll keep it civil.
This is, I'm not used to this. I'm never at the scores table. High school, college, never. This is so strange. All right, jumps up, and it will be won by the Broncos. Regier going quickly, pulls up for the spot up 2, and she makes the first.
The aggressiveness to start the game from Regier.
I like it. And here you come with that trap full court defense that they ran all throughout the tournament. See how much trouble it gives Woodward tonight. I'm interested to see. The Boomers looking down low. They have a player underneath the bucket. Gets the shot off. We'll call that an offensive rebound, but stolen away by number 5, Calderon.
I like the aggressiveness of both the offense and defense. You got your press set up right after that Regier jumper.
Regier with a nice outlet. Allie Lynn for 3. Shot doesn't go. Rebounded by the Boomers. They slow it down, trying to bring it past half court. Get it up to the near side corner to us on the table.
Luke, what I liked about that defense there for the Lady Broncos is that usually you get in your press after a make. They were ready to go after a miss.
Boomer around the perimeter, trying to find that penetration down low, stolen away by Cam Regier. Tied up for it at the top of the key, and it's a jump ball. We're staying with Woodward.
A lot of active hands as well from our Lady Broncos. Calderon kind of tipped that, got a steal earlier than Regier fighting for that jump ball. I like the intensity. I like that they're locked in.
The Boomers out here in the black with the tan secondary. Bethany in all white with the purple, and Calderon has another steal.
There's those active hands again.
Great start for Calderon and the Broncos. Lynn brings it up the far side of the floor, dished right back to her, and she drew the foul.
Nice little give and go there, the cut right after the pass. I saw them do that more in the tournament, Luke, where it was mostly Regier. She would give it and then go right to the post, and they would find her on the cut. This time it was Lynn on the cut, and she gets fouled.
So Lynn heads to the line to shoot 2. Her first is up and made.
And our coaches show, Luke, she mentioned that what she really wants to get better at this season is making her free throws, and she nailed that first one.
Let's see if she nails the second. Misses the second.
I jinxed her. That's on me.
You did a little bit. Offensive rebound for Bethany. Regier kicks it to the corner. There's a 3-10 for the Broncos. That one no good. Reese Harris fighting for the rebound. It's another jump ball. This time staying with the Broncos.
Man, McNutt was so open. And warm-ups, I saw her hit every 3 she took, and that one was just a little bit long. Maybe a little kind of a little amped early here.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. It happens. A nice feed underneath. Regier might have had a travel on that. Let's see what the call is.
Jump, yeah, that's the right call there. If you're either going to call a travel or a jump or a foul, and they called the jump.
So we're going back with Woodward. Technically 1 point on the free throw on that trip down the other end. Oh, look at this. Broncos with big trap. Timeout taken by Woodward as their head coach, Chandler Breyer, kind of saw what was happening there.
Yeah, just a 30-second. He's a little frustrated with his team here with not advancing the ball and letting the Broncos get their trap right here in kind of the corner. So good timeout. Hey, you got 5 in a game, 6.5. So nice call for him to kind of get them settled down, prepared for this oncoming press.
It was an interesting decision by the Boomers to back off with 2 defenders right there and kind of pin themselves deep in their own territory. But you know what? Timeout taken. They'll reset it. We'll try and see if they bring out something different. 3-0 lead for the Broncos, 6:15 on the clock in the first. Woodward yet to put any points on the board.
What do you think about the name Boomers? I kind of like it. I mean, obviously OU and all that, but there's a whole generation of Boomers as well.
That's true. That's true. I'm very into video games, so when I hear Boomer, I think Left 4 Dead because there's a special infected zombie called the Boomer. Shout out to those who know.
Okay. All right. It's a ooh. It was kind of a deep cut there, Luke.
Lynn fell right on top of one of the Boomers there. No surprise on that foul. That one's, you kind of can't not call that one. First team foul on the Broncos. The inbound from Woodwards goes high out beyond the perimeter. They look to the corner, pump fake, trying to get to the baseline. Nothing going there. Good defense by the Broncos. McNutt swaps onto the ball here. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebounded by Regier. Oh, cross-court pass nearly picked off by Woodward. So it'll just bounce out of play. So 1 point and 1 foul on Allie Lynn. They feed inside looking for Regier with 2 players on her. Gets the shot off, gets her own rebound. The putback bounces in and out. McNutt trying to fight for the rebound. Can't come down with it. Woodward's trying to go the other way. Again, the Boomers in trouble. Lots of bodies and that ball thrown way out of play. Turnover on the Boomers.
Yeah, been kind of a physical start to this game. Regier, after that offensive rebound, she was doubled in the post, still got the offensive rebound, a lot of banging going on, and then some pushing on the cuts, too.
Nice backdoor cut from Reese Harris. Regier found her, but Harris couldn't come up with the pass. Even the possessions that don't end up in points look good for the Broncos right now.
Nice break of the press.
They get it all the way up to the other end of the floor, kicked into the corner. Here's a 3 attempt from Woodward. No good. Calderon can't come down with the rebound. Offensive for the Boomers. They fake another, go to the right, looking for somewhere to go with the pass. Cross court, here's another 3. Bounces around and no good. Another rebound. The putback doesn't fall, but there is a foul on the play.
I don't remember if it was Coach Saylor or Coach Bringstill. Whoever we were talking to mentioned that rebounding was going to be big for the Lady Broncos. Might have been one of the players. I can't remember. Talking about this game in particular, and they gave up a couple offensive rebounds there.
And that free throw is made. First points of the night by Woodward. 3-1 the score. Another free throw coming. No subs have hit the floor yet for Bethany. One has come on for Woodward. They go 2 for 2 on that trip to the charity stripe. 1-point game. Under 5 minutes left to play now in the first.
Woodward's kind of in a 3-2 zone. Sometimes the corner will be open on that. This time they go inside.
Great ball movement right there from the Bethany Broncos. They pretty much hit every side of the left part of the floor. Cam Regier with 2 in a stolen wave by Reese Harris. Regier goes back up with the right hand, drew the foul. Shot falls as well.
I don't think she's being a black hole when I say this, but every time she touches the ball, she's looking to score. I don't know if it was a coach or who said be aggressive tonight, but she is on attack mode. That's 6 points, going for 7.
And she hits it. 1 free throw made on 1 attempt for Regier. 7-2 lead for the Broncos. Woodward again moves it up the floor well. They elect for the long 2. It bounces just short, and Regier has the rebound.
She's doing it She's doing everything. She's doing it all tonight. Rebounding, steals, scoring. She came out on fire. I mean, after you're named tournament MVP, maybe you get a little bit more confidence boost too.
So 8-2 the score. 4:16 on the clock here in the first. Harris brings it past mid-floor. Looking down low again. Had an open to Regier. A lot of contact. No foul called, and Woodward has on the steal. Fast break here for the Boomers. Should be an easy 2. And it's good.
Little leak out on the steal. Got an easy one for Woodward. That's what you want if you're a Boomer.
Couple passes back and forth. Now the feet playing down low. The ball movement.
The passing is crisp.
Loving it. Loving it.
Looking for one another. Unselfish. Great passing from the Lady Broncos. And on the other side, not so much.
Another pass that sails just a little bit high for the Boomers and falls out of play. 3:38 is where the clock stopped. Bethany has it back.
The body language right now for Woodward's not good too. I saw a couple players very upset with what's going on here. Hopefully they'll mentally got to get through this. It's still a close game, honestly, especially how well Bethany's played.
Right. And it's a big part of that right there. A steal by Woodward. 1-on-2. Euro step. Shots up. 2 short. On the fight for the rebound, we're going to have a foul on Woodward's number 12.
Man, nice opportunity there missed from Woodward to get it kind of to a 2-possession game. But still early and still in it.
Yep, only a 6-point lead. Feels like a lot worse at this point right now, but as you said, still plenty of game left to play. Harris looking down low, can't get it to Regier, kicks it out to Allie Lynn. Lynn makes her move, left hand going all the way to the baseline. Kind of in trouble here, got to go somewhere, and the pass stolen away. Woodward in a hurry, trying to blow past the press. Nearly lost the ball in the dribble there.
I think Calderon got away with a foul there, but it was close. Good active hands.
Shots up. It's the floater from the mid-range, and it falls for Woodward. 10-6. .244 on the clock. Harris, crossover. Going all the way into the paint herself. Now dumps off to Regier. Regier's pass tipped, and Woodward has another steal. Now, despite the ball movement earlier for Bethany, Woodward is piling on the steal numbers. Oh, it looks like Lynn's going to get hit with a foul here. One that she disagrees with.
Credit to the Boomer. She sold that foul. I mean, there was a little contact, but she definitely let the ref know and sold it. That's a veteran play right there.
3 team fouls on Bethany, 4 on the Boomers.
Bibbs comes into the game, and Donley and Von Felt. A lot of subs here from the Lady Broncos.
You see Von Felt trying to get the steal. Looks like we're going to hit number 0 with the foul.
Little foul trouble here for the Lady Broncos. That's 4, Luke. They could get in the penalty next foul.
It's at that point in the night for both teams. I mean, there's just over 2 minutes remaining. It's not like we still have half the quarter to play, but this does feel very quickly to get put in the bonus.
We talked about how physical it is. Now they're kind of calling it and probably trying to get this game under control.
The Boomers inbound it to half court. They're going to try to play this a little bit slower. No screens, nothing like that for Woodward right now. They're just trying to feed it inside. Bounce pass towards the baseline. They have an open player out beyond the arc. There's a three. Knocked down.
It is a 1-point game, Luke. Woodward fighting.
Boomers showing a little bit of life here late in the first quarter. Donnelly feeds it down low. Kicked out to Bibbs. Bibbs, long two. She answers in return.
Regier saw the double, had great vision, and Bibbs' shot, it looked pure. I mean, she says she's not a basketball player, she's a softball player, but that was a basketball shot.
On the other end, Bethany trying their hardest to get the steal, but Woodward maintains control for now, a minute 30 on the clock. Back and forth, nowhere to go. There's the feed down low. They launch one again, cross court, extra to the pass. The corner to the baseline, no good, but this is staying with Woodward.
It's early, but that Bibbs shot felt kind of huge just to kind of get the momentum back after Woodward's got within one. Obviously still close, but a nice answer from Bibbs.
And the answer is definitely the best way to describe that. Woodward spinning in trouble, dumped to the corner. Trying to find somewhere to go. Wild pass, and it can't be kept alive by the Boomers.
The freshman Jaggers coming in. Coach Saylor is trying a lot of different combinations here. Woodward, if they didn't have the turnovers that they have, they might be in the lead.
I think Coach Saylor is seeing the way his speed players are working in this press, trying to generate those turnovers. And he likes what Jaggers brings to that format. Jaggers looking to her left. There's Donnelly. Tried to feed to Bibbs, but a little bit of miscommunication there. See, Bibbs was trying to cut left. Donnelly was expecting her to stop and go back right.
It's a lot of youth. There is one senior, Bibbs, Regier, a junior. You've got freshman Jaggers. You've got sophomore Von Felt, sophomore Cameron Donnelly.
Under a minute to play in the first. Ooh, nearly a travel right there. They do get the pass up court. Nearly a bad thrown away ball again. Woodward able to slow it down, settle in just enough. Von Felt working on the ball handler. Pass to the right, open player down low. They don't get it to her. They go back around the horn. Boomers poking and prodding. Not finding the open player yet. Take three, still nothing. 20 seconds left to play in the first. Here's a three taken, and it's knocked down. 13-12 with 10 seconds left to play in the first. And the pass nearly stolen away, but the Woodwards were out of bounds. The Boomers were out of bounds when they got it.
Under 7, you got time here to set up something. Going to the freshman. Over.
Jaggers to Donnelly. Donnelly contested three. Couldn't make it in. Right into the hands of the Boomers. No chance to get a shot off. 13-12 is where the first quarter ends. Bethany does have the lead, but I'm going to hesitate to guess this game isn't where they want it to be after one.
I think turnovers is the key word for the first quarter. Both teams a little sloppy. We got a 1-point lead going to the second.
Turnovers were the name of the game throughout the weekend. It was something that they focused on the coaches show, but we'll be back after this break.
Come see us down. Come see us down at Smooth. Come see us.
Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's does. Come by Zaxby's Chicken Fingers and Buffalo Wings at 5859 Northwest Expressway and find out why Zaxby's is Oklahoma's go-to for great chicken meals. Zaxby's has the chicken fingers, the sandwiches, the wings, and the sauce that will leave your mouth watering. Now with the all-new lemon pepper line of meals. Late Night Zax introduces the Zappetizer Trio and keeps the drive-thru open after 8 p.m. So use the Zaxby's app to earn rewards and remember that Zaxby's will cater your event. Head to 5859 Northwest Expressway or call 405-603-8190 to make your Zaxby's order now. 405-603-8190. Zaxby's.
And we are back coming out of break, getting ready for the second quarter. Actually tied 12-12 here. Bethany does not lead by one, so even more so to the point, not where we want to be after the end of the first.
Yeah, Regier 7 out of that 12. 3 out of 5 from the floor, I believe. One free throw with that. Lynn's got 3. Bibbs hit that 2. But we're actually tied 12-12 going into the second. Both teams a little sloppy, but Woodward is being scrappy here to be in this game and tied with a chance to get a stop and take the lead.
Well, it came off the back of some pretty big three-point shooting for Woodward. Lynn squares up, might have hurt me, takes the shot, knocks it down.
I like her confidence too. Her three-point shot has improved over her Bronco career.
So it's 15-12, an immediate steal. Regier on the fast break, goes up, one-on-one left hand, and good for two.
I like how she thought about going right, but was confident with the left hand and finished strong.
5-point lead very quickly for the Broncos here. See if they can get this steal and extend it even more. Trap defense, trying to catch the Boomers, but they find the open player underneath. Shot doesn't fall. The putback, no good, but there is a foul.
It's a couple open layups the Boomers have missed that, gosh, your coach is just probably scratching his head. What's going on? But they are fortunate to get to the line.
I mean, we've seen that many times throughout the season already where sometimes the shot just doesn't fall. There's not really an explanation for it. This is number 12, Howard, at the line. She misses her first.
We've only got 3 Lady Broncos who've scored. We probably need to, even though the ball movement's been good, need to get a couple more players in the scorebook.
Woodward goes 0 for 2 on that trip to the line, but they do get the offensive rebound. They'll have a second chance. That is if they can get the ball safely away. Reese Harris, look at the defense from Harris. Still not slowing down. Finally, Woodward gets the pass off. Have a player in the corner, that's Chavez. Her pass deflected. No backcourt violation here. Woodward not out of the woods yet. I see what I did there.
You didn't have to say it. We knew it.
There's a long 2 taken from Chavez, and she knocks it down.
All from an offensive rebound. Good job from Woodward.
Bethany going back the other way. It's in the hands of Lynn again. She breaks free and puts up another.
A lot of traffic there, and that was just all Allie Lynn.
Good job by Allie Lynn, able to create enough separation, 19-15 to score.
She's up to 9 points.
6:10 on the clock. They again go inside out. Here's another 3. Too strong. The rebound. Going Bethany. Bodies hit the floor. Fast break here for the Broncos. They've got it up court to McNutt. McNutt shot, no good. Harris can't find the rebound. Woodward will slow it down, trying to go the other way. They're able to weave through the press. Play down low. Shot blocked. It's Lynn on the block. Lynn, 2-on-2. Takes it all the way to the glass. Underhanded layup. It doesn't fall. No foul.
We talked about a physical game, Luke, and it has been elbows and bodies and girls hitting the court.
That was number 5, Lexi Mendel, who just took a nice shot to the side of the head there, fighting for that loose ball. She's going to be given a break. Madison Biz back on the court here for the Broncos. 5-point lead for Bethany, 5:33 left to play in the first half. Clock is rolling. Woodward, top of the key, trying to find it down low. Nice move. That is number 24, Mills, but her shot again doesn't fall. The second chance for Woodward, not even close, but they draw the foul again.
The Lady Broncos inside have done a really good job of keeping their arms straight up and getting blocks, a lot of block shots inside, but they can't secure the rebound after the block. And Woodward keeps getting second chances. They're back at the line.
This time the free throw is made. Donnelly back on the floor here for Bethany.
I think Coach Saylor has a deeper team than he has in the past and able to go to a variety of combinations.
Second free throw, no good. Biz fighting for it. She does have the rebound. Bethany slows it down to bring it past half court.
Man-to-man defense shown from Woodward here. It got out of the zone.
Regier dribbling, dumps it to Donnelly. Donnelly to the glass, right hand and good for 2.
It's the cut. You got to make the cut. Donnelly, beautiful dive inside, and Regier with the height, able to see it, made a good pass.
They have had some pretty good pass and goes here. But speaking of pretty good passes, Woodward again feeds it to number 24, Kaylee Mills, who right underneath the basket, no one can slow her down.
Woodward figuratively and literally taking some punches, but keeps fighting back.
A 4-point lead here for the Broncos. Donnelly looking for somewhere to go. Thought about Rick Gear. Instead, hands it off to Bibbs. Couple of passes around. McNutt thought about a long three right there. I wanted her to take it.
Her sister would have, for the record.
Rick Gear off a screen. Right hand spinning in traffic. Able to get the pass off. Extra pass to Donnelly. Her shot's up. Off the mark. Can't be kept alive. 4:06 is where the clock stops as we have a sub come on for Woodward. That's number 5, Mendel.
Donnelly pulled after that one. She played really well, and JV hit a 3, and her shots really improved there. I think everyone's energy, the intensity's just up. It's just kind of, as we mentioned earlier, just a little amped.
Timeout taken by Woodward here with 4:02 on the clock. Half of quarter number 2 left to play. It's another 4-point lead for the Broncos. Woodward right now, I do wonder what they'd be talking about here. Is it just ball security? Is it, hey, the offense looks good when you're feeding it down low? What do you think they're talking about here?
If I'm their coach, I'm excited about, hey, we're still in this and we're handling the aggressiveness. They found some post-ups that are working, so they want to go inside, and if that's doubled, kick it out.
All right, we'll send it to a short commercial break here. When we come back, more from the second quarter.
Lilygrass Flowers and Decor is rooted in rich history dating back to 1979 in the precious memory of Flowers by Roy. Alicia Rankins and staff have carried the commitment to only offer the finest, unique floral arrangements with same-day delivery locally and nationally. What you envision, we make reality at Lilygrass Flowers and Decor, 7101 Northwest Expressway. Call Lilygrass Flowers and Decor at 721-1813 and begin a new memory.
Okay, we're getting back into it here. Second quarter underway. 3:52 on the clock. Woodward has it, facing a 4-point deficit. Here's a drive all the way to the rim. That's number 5, Mendel.
Hey, good timeout for the coach. Get a bucket out of it. 2-point game.
Bethany quickly the other way. Off of Regear's foot, kept alive by McNutt. It's in the hands of Regear again. Her shot's up, bounces around, and falls. Off at the pass of McKenna Calderon. Regear has made 5 shots from the field. (23-19) contact there again, and now we're going to have a illegal screen on number 23, Nelson.
You know, just as much as the coaches are telling their players, the refs kind of huddle up too and probably talk about, hey, we got to watch these things or the physicalities here. And they called that illegal screen.
McNutt and the Broncos now facing kind of a trap defense. Woodward going the other way in a hurry, fast break here for the Boomers. They tried to feed it down low, but Regear got there for the steal. Number 2, Cam Regear looking up court behind the back. It's handles.
Whoa, the behind the back whoop-de-whoop finish. Come on.
That's pretty impressive. She dribbled through 4 defenders, I think.
Look at this active.
Another steal.
And finish.
All the way.
Thought she was going to dunk it, Luke.
Regear one-man army right now for the Broncos. 27-19.
Dude, she is the pace. She gets it and she pushes it. She's not looking back. She's just on go.
Mendel with a bad pass. Somehow the Boomers kept it alive on their side. They feed it down low. Now back out beyond the perimeter. Mendel drives right hand, runs into a couple defenders. Her pass off. Somehow again, Woodward has control. They elect for the long 2, and that's number 23, Nelson, knocking it down.
Nice shot from Nelson. I don't mean this facetiously, but on defense, the Lady Broncos remind me a little bit of the Thunder, how active they are, moving.
And Bibbs with a nice underhanded layup. Her shot doesn't fall, fighting to keep it alive. Woodward has it. Less than 2 minutes.
Got a bunch of Carusos out here just swiping. Look at them. Watch them. They are very athletic and active.
You do have to be careful with that because, as we saw in the first, those foul numbers can pile up very quickly. From the top of the key, Mendel takes the three.
Nice shot. Inadvertent horn. I don't know if you could hear that. Having a little trouble over here at the scores table.
3-point lead here for the Broncos. Regier to Calderon, back to Regier. Bonfeld now will run the offense. Getting a screen from Bibbs, goes the opposite way. Nice feed to Bibbs down low. No foul called there. Bibbs' shot doesn't fall. Bonfeld trying to get the steal away, tangled up for it. We'll have a jump ball.
Bibbs definitely was fouled there, but I would say on the other end, they've let some things go too. So they are being consistent on both ends of the court.
So after the jump ball, Woodward will have possession. 1:05 on the clock.
One possession game here late into the second quarter.
Exactly a minute to play. Woodward now makes their move. Nelson looking to the left side. And here's a three taken. Doesn't fall. Nelson has the offensive rebound. Her putback is good for two. Number 13, Floyd, was the player who took the original three-point shot.
They're going to wait. They're going to attack, especially Regier.
Absolutely. And Regier attacking the rim does draw the foul. So with a 1-point game, 27-26, Regier will head to the line with a chance to extend that back out to a 3-point game.
She's got more than half the Lady Broncos points, sitting with 15. Free throws have not been a super bright spot for Cam this year, hoping to kind of get that percentage up as the season moves along.
She sinks the first. So 16 points through the first half for Cameron Regier. At this pace, she could see a 30-plus game.
I guess Allie Lynn had 26 in the tournament, and it was another 20-point game, too, for Regier.
Yeah. Second free throw. That one made as well.
Both looked really good.
3-point lead.
One? I don't know. You're down, but it's only a one-possession game. I might try to set up for one shot.
I would absolutely.
Oh.
Well, I would absolutely not do that. A wild pass into the corner to turnover on Woodward, and that gives Bethany a prime opportunity to be the last possession of the half and push this to a 2-possession game.
Especially with the lead, 25 seconds. I try to get the last shot here.
Calderon off the screen from Regier, hand off to McNutt. McNutt going right side, looking for the corner. Von Pelt squares up, takes a shot. No good. Woodward on the rebound.
Oh.
Foul on.
I think
Steve,
it's going to be on
Regier.
So you hate for her to pick that up, even though it's only her first. I felt like we shot that a little bit early, and maybe just Von Felt was like, hey, I'm open, I'm going to pull it. But now Woodward has a chance to tie the game right here before half.
Under 10 seconds to play. There's a little bit of a backdoor cut they were looking for again. It just doesn't work out for Woodward off the legs of their own players. And needless to say, their head coach fired up right now after some of these mistakes. Regier in a hurry. Has Bibbs down court. Just launched the floater. Nearly made it.
Yeah, if I'm Woodward, I'm happy and mad. I'm happy like, hey, we're playing with them and actually should be in the lead. I'm mad because we're not taking care of the ball. On the other side, if I'm Coach Saylor, I'm probably more mad. The turnovers and then the rebounding hasn't been great, which has given Woodward a chance to be in this game.
Well, you hit the nail on the head with that one. That's exactly what I would have said. A lot of adjustments that need to be made when we come back for the second half. But for now, we're going to send it to break here. 10 minutes on the clock for halftime. We'll be back for a halftime show in just a few.
Looking for fast cash without the hassle? At Red River Credit in Oklahoma City, they've got you covered. They offer auto-secured loans up to $3,660, and the best part, no credit check. Need something different? They also provide traditional installment signature loans with a credit check. Whether you need quick cash or a long-term solution, they're here to help. Enjoy cash-friendly service with easy access online at redrivercredit.com. You can apply in person at 4571 Northwest 23rd Street, Suite A in Oklahoma City. Call 405-440-0582. Now open. At 5801 West Britain Road, it's Himador Mexican Grill. Order at Himador Mexican Grill and be treated to a spacious dining area, friendly staff, and delicious Mexican dishes. Fajitas, quesadillas, seafood, vegetarian meals, they've got it all at Himador Mexican Grill, 5801 West Britain Road. With different lunch and dinner specials every day and great prices, Himador Mexican Grill is the place to be. They open at 11 a.m. every day and come by starting August 30th to get some drinks.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods.
Learn about nursing.
And we welcome you back here to the halftime show at Bethany, Oklahoma. We're inside the gymnasium here at Bethany High School. 29-26, the lead for the Bethany Broncos at half over the Woodward Boomers. Well, in a lot of ways, folks, this game can be described by missed opportunities. Both teams, it feels like, have had a lot of missed opportunities. For Woodward, it's been possessions, it's been shots that haven't fallen. For Bethany, it's been turnovers and rebounding. Luke Young, John Hickman here with you in this halftime show. John, just coming out of half, obviously possessions, ball security, that's been a big theme for the Lady Broncos this year. We heard about in the coaches show yesterday. How do they come out of half and actually achieve that goal they set of less than so many turnovers?
Well, we noticed right out of the gate in this game, their foot was on the gas pedal. They were very aggressive, especially Cameron Regier. She's been great. She has 17 points. And just every time she's touched the ball, she's been on attack mode. Sometimes she's passed out of it and gotten some assists. But there's been some sloppiness with we subbed a lot of players. I think just trying to build chemistry with who's going to be where. We've been very active in cutting. Sometimes we've missed them. Sometimes we've done good. So turnovers have been a problem for us. And then the rebounding. I think a couple of those offensive rebounds ended up in 3-pointers for Woodward. That's kind of been huge for them in this game. And so Woodward shooting from deep has been good. And they've been pretty aggressive as well. It's kind of funny if you think about it, just watching the game. I think Bethany's probably up almost 10, but no, they're only up 3. Woodward keeps taking the punches and fighting back. And they've been sloppy. If they would clean up their mess, they would be up 2. So it could go either way, I guess.
The positives for both teams here at half, there have been a couple players, 1, maybe 2, that have really dominated this game for both sides. For Bethany, obviously, it's Cameron Regier with her 17 points, near perfect shooting from the field, it feels like. But the Boomers have had some pretty big shots on their end as well. I've seen number 12, Howard, number 13, Floyd, number 23, Nelson. And she's the big one to me. Number 23, Nelson, has stepped up in a big way inside the paint.
Yeah. And they've had a couple easy ones in the post as well. They've done really good getting the ball inside, and then the ball finding its way out to Nelson or to some of the other players that have hit down a couple threes. I would say on the flip side, Our Lady Broncos, we need a 3. We've only got 1 3, and that was Allie Lynn, who just straight up, with very little space, just shot with confidence and made it. But if we could get a little ball movement, kick it out to McNutt, she did miss one. I don't think Reese Harris has taken one. She's an excellent three-point shooter. Not that you have to have some threes, but we've been really focused inside. Most of them have dropped, but I think maybe that extra pass, swinging it out to the corner or the wing, especially if Woodward goes back to a zone. But a couple, we ought to watch the three-point shot here in the third and fourth quarter.
Absolutely. If Woodward starts to designate more people to guarding Cameron Gear in an effort to slow her down, that's when that three-point shot can really come alive. So keep an eye on that if you're watching on GSN Sports and Talk, our YouTube channel. And if you are, thank you so much. This has been the Halftime Show live from Bethany, Oklahoma. We've got about 3:20 left in the halftime break. So we're going to send you back to commercial for the final 3 minutes. When we come back, it'll be time for the third.
Come visit us at Raspado's Hawaiian Shaved Ice, 4571 Northwest 23rd Street. We're open year-round, 7 days a week, so come try our delicious crepes, smoothies, and churros. Raspado's Hawaiian Shaved Ice, 405-225-1000. We also serve burgers, tacos, and more. 4571 Northwest 23rd Street. Also on Facebook, Raspado's OKC. That's Raspado's OKC, 405-225-1000. Looking for fast cash without the hassle? At Red River Credit in Oklahoma City, they've got you covered. They offer auto-secured loans up to $3,660, and the best part, no credit check. Need something different? They also provide traditional installment signature loans with a credit check. Whether you need quick cash or a long-term solution, they're here to help. Enjoy cash-friendly service with easy access online at redrivercredit.com. You can apply in person at 4571 Northwest 23rd Street, Suite A in Oklahoma City. Call 405-440-0582.
Polish is total grooming at 836 Garth Brooks in Yukon with 28 years combined experience, including airbrush design, nail caps on dogs and cats, as well as the Bribe Bar and pet photography. It's a dog and cat day out at Polish, and ask about the month's membership that includes a free weekly bathing and 50% off pet grooming. Go to polishgrooming.com or call 405-494-8409. Keep your fur baby happy with expert affordable pet grooming at Polish in Yukon.
And we are back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, coming out of the halftime break, getting ready for quarter number 3. The Woodward Boomers taking on the Bethany Broncos here on the Broncos home floor. Luke Young, John Hickman on the call with you tonight. Thank you for tuning in again on our YouTube channel, GSN Sports and Talk, and online on thegospelstation.com under the Sports and Talk tab. It's been a fun game so far, and we are ready for this next quarter. A lot of questions about to be answered about both of these teams. If I had to guess, Bethany, how they're going to be able to respond to the unforeseen pressure in a lot of ways that the Boomers have put on this squad. In Woodward, with a 1-4 record, they're about to find out if this is really a team that can win these close, hard-fought games.
Yes, that's exciting. I was not expecting such a close game. This is going to be fun to see if Bethany pulls away. I don't think there's any hangover from the tournament. Maybe a little bit. They haven't played terrible. I think Woodward's just shown some resiliency. The coach is going to be very proud of his team tonight. But I'm hoping that it's at least a 10-point lead going into the fourth. I think Bethany has a chance to pull away starting in the third. But I want to give a shout-out to Serve Coffee. They did a great job for me today, and I like Serve Coffee. So shout out to Serve Coffee in downtown Bethany.
Nice, nice. While we're doing shout-outs, I'll give one more shout-out to Integrity Heat and Air. I was with them for a sports show earlier on today, and it was a lot of fun. Love talking to those guys. Right out of the gates, a steal for Woodward and a fast break for Mendel. She's good for an easy 2, and that's not how you want the half to start for the Broncos.
She read that dribble handoff from the Lady Broncos and just stole it. I mean, she knew exactly what was coming.
Lynn picked up the dribble in a rough spot, but was able to get the pass off. McNutt in a one-on-one, top of the perimeter, kicks it out. Here's Rakir, now driving, spinning. Right hand, kicks it out. Lynn thought about the 3, steps inside, goes for the spot up 2, too strong. Rebounded by Woodward.
Beautiful pump fake, just a little long on her shot. Couldn't quite get square on that.
So Woodward now trying to take the lead. Fake pass inside. They get it back out to their point guard, Floyd. Floyd with Calderon on her Might have been a travel there. Might have moved a little bit too far, but the ref said the back foot didn't go. Bethany fighting for the steal. Dump pass into the corner, and McNutt does have the steal, but right back. Woodward fighting for another. This should be last touched by a black jersey.
Both teams are fighting. This is a scrappy, fun game.
6:55 on the clock here in the third. Still a 1-point lead for the Broncos they're hanging on to. Lynn, now the primary ball handler for the Broncos. She sends it to Harris. Harris right back to Regier, all the way back around the perimeter. Lynn Regier in the corner. Now she spins, starting to make her move. Gets into the paint, puts up the jump shot. It's no good. Lynn can't find the rebound.
Honestly, I think Woodward's man-to-man defense has given us problems.
That's number 22, Culp, going for the rebound. Woodward wants the foul call, but they're not going to get it. Lynn quickly the other way. Goes through multiple defenders and draws the foul.
See, what happened there is the Lady Broncos get in transition, and then they have a chance. The defense from Woodward getting out of that zone and sticking with this man-to-man has caused us some problems, and that's why the Lady Broncos are really pushing the pace because they want to score in transition.
So Allie Lynn heading to the line to shoot a couple free throws. Shots up and no good. So Lynn misses her first.
Lynn's the second high leading scorer here with 8, misses that free throw.
Her second attempt, that one is made. She's 2 for 4 on free throws tonight. Hey, while we got a second, shout out to Coach Jade Peralta and Bethany Palm. They had our halftime show. They performed their state routine that they took to the state competition just recently.
Yeah, that ensemble.
It was pretty awesome, honestly. It looked like it hurts, but again, I'm not in high school and I don't do palm. So,
and we're all thankful for it.
Yes, very much so. Reverse layup right there from number 13, Floyd, and Woodward brings it back within 2. Actually, no, they're tied now. It's 30-30. McNutt encountering heavy resistance, but is able to get the pass off to Harris. Harris stuck in the corner, trying to get the pass to McNutt in return. Stolen away by Woodward.
Nice idea, just poor execution.
Sounds like Woodward wants to put a lot of bodies in the paint right here. There's a lot of movement, off-ball screen I saw underneath. They free up number 24, Mills. She gets it to number 5, Mindel. Mindel shot, knocked down.
3-point lead. So Bethany's in a man as well. They're switching on screens and just some poor communication there and left a 3-point shooter open.
Regier and Lynn go back and forth. Regier steps back, picks up her dribble. Bethany needing points on this possession here. They answered earlier in the game. Can they find the answer now? Harris to Lynn. Back to Regier, and Regier's up for 2. Did she draw the foul on that as well? Crazy.
There's that immediate cut to the block from Regier. Catches it kind of on the move, goes straight up, gets fouled. Made it.
Madison Bibbs back on the court. Kennedy Calderon takes a step off. 1 free throw coming here for Regier. First shot's up. No good. But McNutt has the rebound. Bethany gets another shot at taking the lead. Regier drives, underhanded layup, and it's good.
Ends up being a 4-point play after the offensive rebound.
34-33. The Broncos retake the 1-point lead. Woodward looking down low. They got the pass off safely to Mindel, but she couldn't get the shot up after. There you see the off-ball screen again from Woodward, trying to free someone up on the baseline. Mills now on that far side. Back to Nelson. Regier on Nelson. 4:18 on the clock.
Nelson probably needs to be a little bit more aggressive.
Mills in trouble. The countdown was starting to get to him there. Floyd on Regier. Regier almost had the steal.
Oh, calling a foul on that. The ref's even shaking his head like, man, I probably shouldn't have called that.
Calls it a push. Called it, got to stick with it. Foul on Regier. Inbounds goes quick. Mindel trying to get to the baseline. Got the pass off to number 23, Nelson. Her shot's up, in and out. Fight for the rebound. Woodward has it. The putback and foul.
2 quick fouls on Regier. We talked about that 1 foul earlier at the end of the second quarter. Now her fouls are starting to add up. That's going to be 3.
Couple subs getting ready for both teams here. Yeah, 3 fouls on Regier, not great. The first free throw is made. Tie game 34-34. Number 10, Cameron Donnelly back on the floor for the Broncos. You'll see number 12, Howard, on the floor for Woodward.
That one foul in the first half came after a shot kind of early where we could have run out the clock. And now 2 quick ones. It's going to send Regier to the bench.
Colt 2 for 2 on that trip to the free throw line. 1-point lead for the Woodward Boomers. McNutt had separation, didn't like the 3. Bethany around the perimeter. Lynn drives and fouled on the shot.
Allie Lynn truly is superb at drawing contact in the paint, still getting the shot up. Sometimes gets that and one opportunity, but 2 free throws here. With Regier to the bench, I'm imagining Allie Lynn is going to be the one with the foot on the gas pedal.
Lynn will head to the line. She is 2 for 4 on free throws today. Misses that one. Score's still 34-35 in Woodward favor. 3:36 on the clock. Seconds up, and that one made. Lynn remains an even 50% from the free throw line. Howard now facing 2 defenders, able to get the pass off. Feels like Bethany's in a little bit more of a scramble here. They've gone back to kind of this zone-ish look.
Yeah, kind of a 2-3. Another timeout with the Boomers in trouble, just a 30-second timeout.
3:19 is where the clock stopped. So tied back up 35-35. Regier, your team's leading scorer, 21 points, but now with 3 fouls on her. I think the next closest is 5. It's
Lynn's got 10.
Oh, right. Free
Yep.
throws, yeah.
Bibbs 2, Donnelly 2. I think is kind of where we're at.
I forgot I was keeping stats and could look that up. That's how unused I am to being down here.
Right, it is. It's different. I have kind of misread this situation. I thought the Bethany Broncos might pull away here in the third quarter just a little bit, but boy, we've gotten even tighter. They're only up 3 to begin this second half, and we are all tied up, 35-35.
Woodward has the ball right now. It's in the hands of 22 Culp. She kicks it back out. Let's see if they run a play here. We've seen a lot of off-ball screens, but not much on-ball screens. A couple of bodies hit the floor underneath. They launched the contested 3, but it's enough room for Howard if she knocked it down.
The danger with the zone, Harris was there, just didn't quite close out 3-point drops.
Lynn driving herself, this time just the pocket picked. It'll be a turnover on the Broncos. Number 13, Floyd, back into the game for Woodward. If they could have gotten the ball up the court a little bit quicker, Madison Bibbs was free underneath the bucket.
She was basically doing jumping jacks in the lane, trying to show her hands and that she was ready, we just couldn't get there.
So now it's Woodward trying to put themselves up multiple possessions. Well, there was no foul on that, but Mendel still made the layup, which that's kind of ridiculous right there.
Tough shot. Did get bumped too, but no call.
Less than 2:30 to play in the third. Bethany's pass nearly stolen away. Harris to McNutt, 5-point game. McNutt looking to the corner, and it's through the hands of Lynn.
Full timeout from Coach Saylor.
Yeah, and I'm
Much
not
needed.
surprised. I am not surprised by that call after what just happened there. 2:18 on the clock, 5-point game. Woodward leads in the third. We'll send it to a break. When we come back, more from the end of the third quarter.
Step up to the next level at Coyote Pond, home of the $20 FFL transfer. Coyote Pond at 5804 Northwest 63rd and MacArthur makes the difference in customer service with a selection of just about everything with top dollar loans and rock bottom prices. Locally owned and operated, Coyote Pond is the destination headquarters for Bethany, Yukon, and Oklahoma City, and the home of the $20 FFL transfers. Call 405-470-7999 or go to coyotepond.com. That's 405-470-7999. and coyotepond.com.
Coming back out of break here in Bethany, Oklahoma. 2:18 on the clock, 5-point lead for Woodward as they have kind of come in and shocked this Bethany team a little bit. We've still got plenty of time left on the clock, but for the second, Regier sideline for the Broncos. They're going to have to go through some of these role players that we talked about in the coaches show yesterday to find a way to retake the lead.
The question is, how long will Regier sit? I'm guessing Coach Sutter won't bring her back to the start of the fourth.
That was my guess, too.
Back to a man, and Woodward's man has caused us fits. I'm not going to lie. No, foul on the floor, thankfully. But it has been interesting, Luke, to see the lack of an answer we've had for just a man defense. Had great success against the zone. The man's really kind of just giving us fits.
Inbound here for Woodward. They go quick to Culp. Culp driving, right hand, spins out, kicks it out. No 3-point there from Floyd, but she goes through multiple defenders, and the underhanded layup is good.
Well, Cameron Regier is coming to the table. Coach said, I cannot wait anymore. I thought Bethany might get to a 10-point lead, but Woodward's knocking on that door.
While she gets ready to sub in, Bethany's going to try to close this gap. 42-35, but Reese Harrison a little bit of trouble. Gets out to Von Felt. Von Felt tried to find Bibbs. One of the Boomers hits the ground hard. And now we have a whistle blown. Foul on the floor, number 13, Floyd.
Her second. If she could pick up another one or two, that would be very advantageous for Bethany.
Inbounds here for the Broncos, a minute 27 on the clock. Trying to find Cameron Donnelly on the far side. She's now looking a little bit lower. Regier makes her move, trying to get all the way to the glass. Whistle blown.
Back to attack mode. If I'm coaching the Boomers, I'm probably saying, hey, let her drive and take a charge. Let's get a cheap fourth foul on her. And so she's got to be careful of that. But I like her aggressiveness. No time for the present than to get after it.
It is difficult to stay. Good call, John. Good call.
I don't know if you could hear that, but their coach just told them to take a charge.
Regier knocks down that free throw. But it is difficult to stay with Regier when she's moving that quickly downhill, going with the right hand.
It almost have to be a help defender, yes.
Knocks down both on that trip to the line. 5 for 6 on free throws. 37-42.
Back to a zone for Bethany. Got to watch that 3-point line where Woodward's had some success.
Woodward trying to drive and do exactly that, free up a 3-point shooter, but they don't get it so far. Von Felt with pretty good defense. Woodward was looking for the foul call. The Boomers have to go just around the perimeter. Now they launch one. Man,
she's had a whale of a ball game.
That's number 13, Floyd, who knocks down another 3. This is kind of what the struggle was against Kingfisher. They could knock down the 3 ball at a clip we couldn't keep up with. Bethany trying to find some sort of offensive success, but instead it's a steal for Woodward. The fast break the other way, one-on-one, shot's no good, offensive rebound, and the foul call.
I'll say this, Woodward believes. Early on, I did not see that, but they have completely made the shift mentally, and they believe they can win this game, and rightfully so. They have a commanding lead currently.
First free throw is up, and it falls. Number 5, McKenna Calderon back on the floor, replaces Shane Von Felt.
So Von Felt was trying to feed the ball to Regier, and she was just getting pounded and harassed and ended up in a turnover on the entry pass.
Second free throw, no good, and Regier comes down with the rebound.
She's going to push this all the way.
Oh, yeah, look how quick she's moving, nearly too quick. She's lost the dribble, and it's stolen away by Woodward.
Got a girl open.
Wide open on the other end. No one's going to get back in time. 2 points for number 5, Mindel. That's the end of the third.
Woo!
It is an 11-point lead for the Woodward Boomers over the Bethany Broncos here in Bethany, Oklahoma. Not at all how we expected the third quarter to go. But as I mentioned in half, you're going to get to answer some questions here today about these two teams.
18 points in that quarter, game high for Woodward to get to 48. They were down 3, and now they're up 9.
We'll soon at a break, and when we come back, the final quarter of play.
11. My math is off. They're up 11. That's crazy.
8 minutes back on the clock. We'll be back after this.
Now open at 5801 West Britain Road. It's Himador Mexican Grill. Order at Himador Mexican Grill and be treated to a spacious dining area, friendly staff, and delicious Mexican dishes. Fajitas, quesadillas, seafood, vegetarian meals, they've got it all at Himador Mexican Grill, 5801 West Britain Road. With different lunch and dinner specials every day and great prices, Himador Mexican Grill is the place to be. They open at 11 a.m. every day and come by starting August 30th to get some drinks at the brand new bar. The people love Himador Mexican Grill, and you will too. Call 405-367-7274 or email himadorgrill5801@gmail.com to reserve your table. Himador Mexican Grill is eager to serve you. 5801 West Britain Road, and call 405-367-7274.
And we bring you back here out of break for the final quarter in our women's game tonight. 11-point lead for the Boomers, 48-37. Bethany trying to defend the home floor, but down big right now.
If you're Bethany, you're kind of taking it in little waves here. You're kind of like, hey, by 2 minutes, we want to have this thing down to 6 or 8. Got to keep chipping away.
Lots of contact in the paint. No foul call. Lynn runs into multiple defenders, gets it off to Regier. No extra pass here. Harris takes a 3. No good. Regier in the right place, right time for the rebound. She puts up the floater. That one no good as well. And now whistle blown. Looks like the foul's going on Reese Harris.
She's just blocking out, used her body, got called. A little press now. Little full court man, maybe.
Woodward looking down to the corners. They just take the 3. No good.
A quick 3 from Woodward's exactly what Bethany wanted there.
Middle took the shot.
Nice cut and fine and one. Oh.
Took a hit to the collarbone there, it looked like. Allie Lynn heads back to the line. Bethany's still down 11 here, but Lynn has a chance to make that a single-digit deficit. Lynn squares up. Here's her first shot. That one good. Four of 7 from the line. Next shot. That one missed. Calderon's fighting for the offensive rebound. She doesn't get it, but she forces the ball out on Woodward. 48-38, 10-point lead. Where's the inbound is going to go? They feed it, tried to feed it down low, but Woodward has it on steal.
Ooh, now we're going to get little touch calls here in the fourth.
Not surprised. I mean, the way this game is going, they're going to call those a little bit tighter. They mean a little bit more now. First foul on number 5, Calderon. Woodward, couple pass fakes. Now they tried to get past Regier. Bounce pass inside, shots up off the top of the glass, doesn't fall. Fight for the rebound and jump ball.
Arrow pointing towards the white team. It's Bethany's possession.
Yeah, they were about to inbound, just throw it in, but
I almost feel like this is can't have an empty possession here. This is a possession that feels like you got to come away with something.
I agree. Right now on the floor, McNutt stands alone in the corner on the left side. Let's see if they try to find her for something. They go to Regier, and that's a good foul call. A little bit too much contact in the back. That's on number 24, Mills.
Both teams with 2 team fouls. The penalty might be important here to close this game.
6:42 on the clock. Still a 10-point game. They get the inbounds to Regier. Regier now drives right hand through multiple defenders, and she's got two more.
Just a full court man. No real trap or press out of this. They're just picking up full court.
48-40. Regier trying to get another steal, and she has it. One-on-one on the fast break. Her shot's up. It doesn't fall. She's got her own rebound. The putback, no good. And now Woodward has the rebound, but they don't get it past half court. Now finally they have it safely. Howard on Lynn. Kicks the ball out to Floyd. Floyd working on number 5, Calderon. Floyd gets past Calderon, right hand to the glass. Back to a 10-point lead.
Floyd's been the MVP. Her and Nelson have been great for the Boomers.
Bad pass inside. Nearly stolen away by the Boomers. Instead, it's number 24, Mills, with the foul on McNutt.
Keep our eye on those team fouls. It's 3 on Woodward.
Number 23, Nelson, back on the floor here. She'll give number 22, Culp, a break. Lead remains 10. They're going to have to get back to that high-volume steal turnover type defense that they were playing at the beginning of this game. Lynn steps into a 3. No good. Regier has the rebound. Her putback, no good. Still in the hands of the Broncos. McNutt looking down low. Managed to get the pass off to Lynn. Lynn spins, right hands up. Drew the foul.
Another trip for Lynn with the clock stopped. I think she was 1 for 2, right? Last time at the line. Need 2.
Foul goes on Lloyd. Now that is number 13, Floyd's 4th personal foul.
And 14th foul with 5:31 left to go.
Lynn misses that attempt.
Was it like 4 out of 8, 5 out of 9, something like that?
She squares up for her second. Shots up. No good. And I think they're going to catch Regier with the foul here.
That's her 4th.
Yeah.
Oh, they called it on McNutt. It's going to save Regier.
Lucky break for Cam Regier. And to answer your question now, Lynn is 4 of 10.
Yeah.
Missing that one dropped her below 50%. 50-40, Woodward still leads, 5:24 on the clock. Here's Reese Harris playing man defense against Mendel. Mendel gets past her all the way to the glass, through the foul and 1.
So Regier will get her 4th one on that one.
John, it seemed to me like you couldn't believe that call either.
I couldn't. The energy on the Woodward bench is how do you say that? Palatable? Is that a word? You could feel it. Palpable.
Palpable.
Yeah, that works. Tangible.
The end one is good for number 5, Mendel. 52-40, 12-point lead. Woodward has only extended it.
Both teams with 4, so charity stripe's going to be happening any foul.
Lynn, hand off to Calderon, back out to Harris. Harris now makes her move. Bounce pass to Lynn on the baseline. Lots of contact, no foul called. Here's Calderon for 3. Her shot, no good, off the back of the rim. And Woodward comes down with the rebound, but they're tied up on the baseline.
That's going to be a foul. We're going to be shooting free throws. That's going to be on Calderon.
Calderon second. And my mistake on the score, it's actually a 13-point game, not a 12-point game here. 53-40. 4:54 on the clock as the clock has stopped. Yeah, bad spot here. Bad spot. Bonus for Woodward. Bethany is close, but the way this game has been going, you have to wonder how many chances Bethany is going to have to take advantage of that.
Again, in high school basketball, this isn't super new, but it is newer. There's not a 1-and-1 in high school basketball. It's 2 shots in the penalty, which I don't understand why you would get get rid of the 1-1. I'm not sure their thought process with that. The pressure of a 1-1 is so different than when you got 2.
Didn't matter on that one. Floyd sunk them both. 55-40. 15-point lead. McNutt looking for a screen. Gets it from Bibbs. Now goes for a left. Looking for the screen. Nothing going there.
Regier still sitting. I think you just got to roll the dice.
And Von Pelt gets the ball stolen away. Well, they were trying for the pick and roll, but it didn't open up, and it ends up in a steal. Woodward now content to kind of slow things down.
A score here would be quite detrimental for the Lady Broncos.
This is number 5, Mendel, with 2 Bethany defenders on her. Whistle blown, timeout taken by Woodward. So it will be a full timeout here. 15-point lead for the Boomers. You can see it. They're trying to keep it slow, run a lot of time off the clock right there, but they still don't want to fall victim to that trap and allow those turnovers to start piling up. We'll see if they're able to keep doing that when we come back from break. We're sending it to commercial. Fourth quarter near wrapping up.
This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Express.
And that brings us back from break with 4:16 on the clock. Woodward up big, 15 points. They have it on their end of the floor. The Boomers encountering this half-court trap defense that Bethany's playing. They're able to get the pass off cleanly to the hands of Mendel. Now the Boomers absolutely content to slow this all the way down, but Bibbs has the steal. Bibbs on the fast break, 2-on-2. Has one player behind her, doesn't see her. No foul called on it. They're going to call this clean. It will stay with Bethany, but Bibbs does not get to head to the line.
I think that was a foul. Can't complain too much, but there's definitely contact on the way up. Bibbs should be shooting 2.
The inbounds goes to Bibbs again. She's looking for Regier, who just subbed back into the game, and Regier draws the foul. That will be bonus.
It's what you want if you're Bethany. You want points to be scored while the clock is stopped.
4th foul on Culp. Regier heads back to the line. She's 5 of 6 from the line today. Now 6 of 7.
That's 26 points for Regier. She's playing her heart out. Got in a little foul trouble. Going to be dependent upon to finish this game strong.
Her second not made. Woodward has the rebound.
She can't foul, though.
No, got to be careful. Woodward moving the ball up the court. There's a handoff. That's number 13, Floyd. Whistle blown.
Should be on Donnelly, and it is. Well, you like the clock stop. You just hope you can find a girl that can't shoot free throws, but we haven't yet seen that from Woodward.
And the first is made. 56-41, by the way, at the line right now, number 13, Floyd.
Floyd's had a great game.
Her second, no good. Madison Bibbs has the rebound. Bibbs working one-on-one. Hand off to McNutt. McNutt fires cross court. Allie Lynn now brings it up the floor. Nearly lost her own dribble, but she stays with it enough. Hand off to Bibbs. Bibbs to Regier. A couple switches for Woodward. Now Regier hits the hole, had the lane to the bucket. We'll call that a rebound for Donnelly and the foul.
Good job from
Woodward.
Donnelly to come on the weak side, be ready just in case the miss was there. She's able to grab it and take the hit. This fourth quarter is going to be long, by the way.
First is up and made for Donnelly.
This clock stopping every time and going to the free throw line. But exactly what you need if you're Bethany.
I was about to say, I don't think the Broncos are complaining. Donnelly second. That one made.
They made their two last time. Only one for Woodward and a steal.
Nearly stolen right back by Woodward, and they come away with it. They couldn't get the pass to Regier safely. Number 5, Mindel has it. Pass up to Floyd. Floyd runs into that trap defense again. Bibbs with great defense. Jump ball.
Possession arrow stays here with Woodward.
Still, that's a great job for Madison Bibbs right there on this sideline closest to us. Here's the inbounds for Woodward. They go right to the middle of the floor with Nelson. Nelson looking for somewhere to go. Thought about the handoff. Now gets it out to Mindel. 3 minutes left to play in the fourth. Mindel working on McNutt. Going back and forth, now coming off of the screen. Looking down low, her pass tipped and stolen away. The Broncos have it. They're looking up floor, pass to Lynn. Too far. Lynn goes crashing into the wall.
Luke, it's going to take a miracle from here. Down 13. Got to have some Bethany magic.
Clock is back to running. John's right, 13-point deficit, 56-43. But there's a steal. Donnelly has it. Looking up to McNutt. She doesn't see anywhere to go. Now kicks out to Regier. Regier takes a shot. It's good. That is Regier's first 3 of the game.
So Coach Taylor calls a 30 here to set up a press. He makes the 3 and immediately prepared for that moment to go ahead and take a timeout so he can get his defense set. I mean, we're having an all-world game from Regier. 29 points. Oh, but the sloppiness, the steals, the throwing it ahead out of bounds, the turnovers, that was kind of Woodward's first half, but this has been the second half story for Bethany.
Absolutely. Woodward this year, they played Elk City, Weatherford, Anadarko, RHS, and Cassidy. They lost to all 4 of those first opponents, one against Cassidy, 49-17, but Elk City, top of the class. Weatherford, high up in the class. I think Anadarko is up in the class as well. They have played some tough opponents. I think their record does them a little bit dirty here.
And on the road tonight, too, he has Regier out. I'm imagining we're going to foul on purpose. So good call from Coach Taylor, but the press is on.
Press goes towards midfloor. The inbounds is in safely. It's back in the hands of Mindel. Mindel working quick. Looking down low. Has a player blocked from behind.
Nice job from Lynn. I think Regier was at the table, but said, no, I'm not supposed to go in yet. She's going to be on the offensive side. Lynn, turn around.
No foul there. That's good. That's no foul.
But no shot clock either, so the clock's going to continue to run here. They got to get up on her.
He was pretty good cornerback skill right there, just throwing the hand up. They're going to be on number 23, Allie Lynn.
That's 3 on Lynn. All right, it's gonna be a free throw shooting competition here.
They're going to go ahead and let Woodward take this first free throw before we bring the sub on. Mindel to the line, shooting 2. Misses the first.
Now if you're Bethany, you're watching this. This might be the girl you want to foul. There's a lot of shooters on the court here. In fact, I like this lineup here. If Regier gets doubled, kick out, maybe get a 3.
Mindel goes 1 for 2 on that trip to the line. Yes, Regier back on the floor and replaced Madison Bibbs. Bethany got to go in a hurry. 11 points. Try to get to Regier. Regier does come up with it safely. Back to Donnelly around the horn. Harris looking down low. Doesn't see anything. Left one high for Lynn. And both Lynn and Mills hit the ground hard.
Can't have empty possessions if you're the Lady Broncos, if you want any chance in this game. Regier's going to come out. They're going to foul again. Woodward went 1 for 2 last time, but an empty trip from Bethany. They can't gain any ground.
Less than 2 minutes to play in this game. Woodward has it. This is Madison Bibbs working on number 5, Mendel. Now she gets McNutt to come up and help. Woodward gets past the press. Extra pass into the corner. No shot there from Howard. They just want to burn time off the clock.
Got a foul. You can't just play good defense here. You're out of time.
And there is the foul.
You want that earlier. I mean, if you're going to foul, you can't let 20 seconds go off the clock.
Now goes on number 22, Bibbs. And to the line will be number 5, Mendel.
You know, kind of surprised, but we talked about this season for the Lady Broncos being a bunch of question marks. This is one of those games you come off a championship at Duncan, a lot going on. You got a busy week, and you just kind of let your guard down a little bit. I think they probably overlooked Woodward. I mean, we were kind of getting that vibe. I think even maybe me and you a little bit overlooked them, but Woodward did not overlook Bethany.
First free throw was missed. The second is missed as well. Still an 11-point game. Regier with the ball in her hands, looking up court, has Calderon. Calderon sees Donnelly. Donnelly can't get the shot off. Instead, dumps it to Regier. She kicks it back out. McNutt's got to hit this, and she does. Think Madison McNutt just gave them a chance.
Coach Taylor called a full immediately. We might need to catch our breath.
It's a small chance, but McNutt does allow Bethany a chance. 57-49. And it's going to be more of that. Get the ball up court in a hurry, put up a 3. We'll send it to a quick break. When we come back out of this timeout, we'll see how this game is.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
And we're back out of break here. 1:19 on the clock after the big Madison McNutt 3-ball. Foul right here. Just foul him.
Yeah, you got to just – you don't have time to try and get the steal too much time.
They haven't fouled him yet. Now the whistle blown. Woodward's going to take the timeout.
Ball's in the air. If the ball's in the air, calling a timeout is – whew. There's only one timeout left for – Woodward, a full. I mean, maybe the ref heard him before, but once that ball is out of possession, the coach can't call a timeout. You have to have possession to call a timeout. The whistle didn't blow until the ball's in the air, but maybe he said it before.
57-49.
It makes me kind, or should I just complain about that? Did you hear the whistle until the ball was in the air?
I heard it in the air.
That's what I heard.
But I thought they said Woodward has no timeouts left.
I think they have one left. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that was their last timeout.
I think that was their last. So
that's early for 1:09 left to go.
57-49, 8-point lead that Woodward's hanging on to. If they don't find points here, does Bethany have enough time? You've got to foul immediately.
You do. And now where their hope could be is if there's missed free throws. I mean, that's it. I will say, I think Coach Taylor probably told the team, do not foul until they cross half court. We'll give up the 10 seconds and almost got the turnover, but the timeout was called. So that 10-second clock is actually reset. It's not like now they have 2 seconds to get it across. It goes back to 10.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a little full court here. You probably still don't foul in the front court. You wait till the back court or the front court, excuse me.
Woodward getting around quick, runs into the trap, no foul on that one. They are able to get the pass off, and they've got a big break here. 3-on-1. Shots up, no good. Bethany needs the rebound. Calderon has it. Again, they got to go in a hurry.
He's got hit. No foul.
Yeah, lots of fouls. I don't know how Lynn held on to that.
Gosh, that was.
I know number 5, Calderon, hasn't been a big three-point shooter, but I would prefer her to just step into that and let one fly. That's too tight a window to try to fit that pass through to get it to Bibbs underneath the bucket. Stolen away by McNutt.
1.
Wow.
Madison McNutt with a chance to go 6 points back to back, the traditional way and the old school way. I mean, the new way.
That was very impressive.
I talked about Bethany Magic. Maybe it's here.
That might end up being play of the game right there.
McNutt looking over here like, what is the delay? She just wants to shoot that free throw. Okay, now interesting. Regeer's coming in, even though we're going to be on defense. She cannot pick up this foul.
McNutt's free throws up and good. They immediately swarmed the ball handler. 3 defenders on her. Woodward can't get it past half court yet. McNutt nearly had a foul there.
3, 2,
passes up.
1. 10 seconds.
Get it.
10-second call. So they don't go to the free throw line. It is a turnover on Woodward.
30 seconds exactly left on the clock. Fourth quarter action here on GSN Sports and Talk. Regeer on the floor. You see her on the far side. Donnelly handing off to Allie Lynn. Lynn sees McNutt. McNutt has enough room. No good. Bibbs has the rebound. Her pass too high for Regeer. It'll be a turnover on the Broncos.
Maybe tipped. It might have been last off Bibbs, but that 3 just a little short.
Bethany needs another steal here. This time Woodward wastes no time. They do have it past half court. Yeah, now you foul him. And there it is. Donnelly going for the foul.
Wow. That last trip, I don't blame Madison for shooting that. She just hit a 3, had the offensive rebound and the free throw. I don't blame her. That's a shot you take, just short.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you there. Free throw is up, and it is made with 14.6 left.
Now it's 2 possessions right here. If she makes this next free throw, it seals it. Misses, there's still a sliver of hope.
The free throws up. Made it. Number 24, Mills, goes 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. And 10 seconds left. Calderon comes off to Regeer. Regeer doesn't throw up the shot. Gets it to Lynn. They haven't even put up the shot yet. Nothing open. We're out of time. Shots up from 3 and no good. Final 59-52. Woodward stuns Bethany on the home floor.
That's one of those wins for Woodward that's a momentum builder and a season changer. You start off 1-4 against great teams. You come in to a higher ranked Bethany's home and sneak out a victory and played really well doing it.
Now, I will give a lot of credit to this Broncos team from being down at 1 point 15 plus. They brought that back to where they had their chance right at the end.
I liked the energy of their coach and what he brought to the team. I really think they fed off of that. And honestly, this might be an oversimplification, but just switching out of that zone, one little strategy changed the game.
We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, the post-game show. So stick around, 10 minutes on the clock before tip-off and men's.